property manager, I have tenants who are extremely picky and care a lot about their specific space. When we hire a contractor to go in, Franklin's crew goes in with care. When I get a call from one of those extremely picky tenants raving about the quality of the service they got, it gets my attention. And I get those calls when I work with the Franklin Corporation. As an architect, I've worked with dozens, if not hundreds, of contractors. And so I've got a really wide perspective. And Miles is really on the top of my A-list. He's one of the best. A lot of contractors, they get busy and they may make excuses, but not Miles. Miles makes it happen. He doesn't make excuses, he makes it happen.
They were very helpful, and we're delighted with the building. It has the right feel and the right flavor for Fairhaven, and Banner Bank liked it as well. And so I think the Franklin Corporation is an excellent construction company to do this kind of work. We'd seen some of their other work. They did another bank branch that we liked very much, and they were recommended highly by this other bank for their construction efforts. So it was reasonable quality and reasonable price, and no corners were cut, and yet no gold was inlaid into the bricks. So we're very pleased, and if we had to build something else, I'd turn to Franklin first.
Boy, they're good guys. They're really easy to talk to, and they get it right the first time when I've done it there. I mean, they're fast. They talk to you really closely when they're doing the project with you. They're great guys to work with.
We looked into 3 different companies. The prices were basically equivalent, but when we talked to references, we chose Franklin as our company, and they were so agreeable. The project went along pretty much normally, and then we had changes. And every time the physicians would decide that there was something different or something additional, and I would say, well, that wasn't in the original plan, but I'll talk to them. They were always, we'll work something out. So it was great working with them. It really was great working with them.
Why I also recommend Miles and his company is, it's hard to describe honesty. I mean, everyone thinks they're honest, but there's no hidden charges. What happens is you go to a lot of seminars and you see the contractors there, and there's a lot of games on how you can hide costs. Overhead and profit, general conditions, change orders. There's different ways you can move the dominoes around. And his is straightforward. There's no hidden fees anywhere. Everything is straight up and honest. And sometimes that's to his detriment, because some contractors will play the game and owners will hear, wow, look how low the overhead and profit is. Gosh, that's fantastic. But they're hiding the cost somewhere else. And Miles is straight up, here's what it is. And so he loses some because of his honesty, unfortunately. But when he gets a job, people are always happy with he and his crew are fantastic people to work with. And I generally recommend him, if you had to have a specialty, he's had a lot of experience in adaptive reuse remodels, renovations. And if it's a messy job, no matter what size, I mean, he's the first go-to guy.
My name is Marcus Johnson. I'm an architect. I do commercial construction in the Bellingham area. When they get on board, it's like a team. It's not like an adversary like some contractors. They seem to think along with me about the problems and come up with solutions. One of the things that I want to point out is I don't actually give these kinds of recommendations lightly. I really do believe that these recommendations reflect on my own company. And so when Miles asked me to give this recommendation, there was no question about it. This is a company that I'd recommend to anybody, and I'd put my name on that.